Well, hello there, all you internet creatures, and welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2017. Yes, it's a new season and a new team for the Hookster with the Haas F1 team. Fantastic. Oh shit, it's Chris again. It's fucking Chris. Shit.
Right, I've had a chat with the new team and they're really excited to get going. And the facilities look promising. I'll see you once you're settled in, okay?
The facilities look promising. Somebody kill me now. Somebody kill me now. Bloody hell, Chris. What's happened to your hair, son? What has happened to your hair? He's got a few grey hairs there, isn't he? And as you can see, we are now with the Haas team, of course. And just looking at developments and seeing what the monkeys have been doing with the car while we haven't been driving it. Well, it's gone to a pretty same development path, it has to be said, that we were having in the Toro Rosso. Yes, they haven't really done much the same or any different, really. A few more aerodynamic tweaks, as you can see, but apart from that, they went for durability like we did. Little bit on the chassis and a little bit on the engine department, but yeah, pretty much the same, which is good to see. Good to see indeed. Anyway, what I want to see is that the start of a new season, those brand spanking new engines. Yes, come on, let's see them. Come on, let's see those brand. Yes, look at that. 4 lovely, wobbly, jubbly engines all ready for the Hookster to completely destroy within about 4 races. Great.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly.
Okay, so out for the first qualifying session, and already the Hookster has reported back that this car feels slightly different from the Toro Rosso. Not worse, but definitely slightly different in the handling department at least. Now, of course, all these cars handle differently depending on what developments they have got on the car. And yes, the Hookster is definitely trying to get used to the car at the moment. At the moment, though, Kimi Raikkonen's crossed the line for 1:23 qualifying time, and Hookster crosses the line in 4th place, but 2.7 seconds behind the leader. Anyway, a little bit later to qualifying, you can see just 2 minutes left to quali, and we're down to 13th place, but it's okay. We are still reaching our team objective, which is 13th place, but can we improve? Can we improve? At the moment, we're only just a little bit up on the delta time. In fact, we're losing the delta time now. Oh no, we're going to the red now. We're going to the red. So no, I don't think we've got any chance now of improving. So it looks like it could be 13th or worse for our first race in the Haas Racing Team cars. We cross the line now. Fantastic. And our team approval, unfortunately, has gone down just a smidge.
It's out with the old and in with the new here at Albert Park as we usher in what we hope will be a triumphant new era of Formula One racing. For our drivers, though, it's very much business as usual as they look to be first across that line and get their championship off to a winning start.
So here are the final runners and riders. First place for Lulu, second place for Sebastian Vettel. In third position, it is going to be Valtteri Bottas, fourth for Kimi Raikkonen. 5th place for Maxi Boy Verstappen, 6th for Sergio Perez, 7th for Esteban Ocon, 8th for Le Mans Grosjean, 9th for Felipe Massa, 10th for Jolly Off Palmer, 11th for Fernando Alonso, 12th for Stroll, 13th for Daniel Kvyat, 14th for Carlos Sainz, 15th for Stoffel Van Doorn, 16th for Daniel Ricciardo, 17th in the end for the Hookster, 18th for Marcus Ericsson, 19th for Pascal Wehrlein, and 20th for Nico Hulkenberg. Okay, then let's get into the race. As you can see, it's a standard one-stop strategy, and we're making just one stop. Yes, that was good. Well done, Dave. You'll soon get on F1 commentary with that. Anyway, it's time for the 5 lights to go out now on the All Seasons clear mode as we say go, go, go. And it's away he goes from 17th place. Look at this. Straight past Daniel Ricciardo into turn 1. Straight past Daniel Ricciardo. And Kvyat at the torpedo. And Lance Stroll. Oh, goodness. No. Shut my eyes. But he gets through. Up into 10th position from 17th place on the grid in a Haas car. What a fantastic start from the Hookster there as he now goes for a lunge on Felipe Massa, and he just literally pushes him out of the way, pushes Felipe baby Massa out of the way, gets up into 9th place, and now he's trying to catch up to the back of his teammate. Of course, it's vitally important that he gets bragging rights against his teammate Romain Grosjean. Is he going to go for a move here? No, but he's getting very, very close to the rear end gearbox of Romain Grosjean. He's fighting with the Racing Point, or should I say the Force India of 2017. Yes, get it right, Dave, get it right. And it's Ocon, it's Esteban Ocon, and look at this, we've got 4 cars ahead of the Hookster, and that gives him the opportunity that he needs to catch up to the back of them and maybe get past and get even higher up into the points for our first race at Melbourne in the F1 2017 Season 2. Yes, Season 2. Oh, look at this. They are fighting like crazy ahead now. Grosjean, oh, wowzers. We got a complete gaggle of cars, and the Hookster's going to use the opportunity to go down the inside of his teammate, Romain Grosjean. And yes, he does. Up into 8th position now for the Hookster. on still the first lap of this Grand Prix. Next target is Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez, and of course that Force India car, as we are now about to complete the first lap of the Grand Prix. Ocon has got past Perez, of course, and Lewis Hamilton has now put in a fastest lap with a 1:31. As we are still desperately trying to catch these Force Indias, and it looks like this is going to be another season where Force India is going to be our main rivals for the points. Well, certainly the rear end points of this championship anyway, as we are still trying to catch up to the back of that Force India car at the moment, going through this very, very complicated section of the Australian Grand Prix. Yes, it's a beautiful circuit. You can see all the skyscrapers in the background. Oh my goodness. And the weather looks pretty clear, has to be said, so hopefully there won't be any rain in this race whatsoever. And the Hookster relentlessly tries to pursue Sergio Perez now in that Force India. He seems to be pulling out a tiny little bit of a gap on us, tiny little bit of a gap, so he's just going to sort of hold station and see how he does as this Grand Prix starts to unfold. But more importantly than that, he is ahead, of course, of his teammate Romain Grosjean. Now the question is, no team orders. What is Romain Grosjean going to do about this? Is he going to fight the Hookster for this place, or is he just going to be a good teammate and sit behind him? Well, you can see there he is. The gap's pretty decent, it has to be said, pretty decent, as we are still trying to chase down Sergio Perez in the Force India car. Just about to complete the second lap now of this Grand Prix. Now, of course, as it's the first round of the championship, everything is fresh. The engines are fresh, the Hookster's fresh. Well, he's always fresh, really. Fresh and perky, just like you like him. As we're just about to go into lap 3 now. Lap 3 of this Grand Prix. The DRS has now been enabled, but that's not going to help the Hookster because he's outside the 1 second zone of being behind Sergio Perez. As you can see, the DRS is not going to activate on this bit here, and it doesn't. So, yes, he's got a little bit of work to do if he's going to catch up to the back of Sergio Perez. Still in rich mix, of course, because he just loves to burn his engines out as fast as he can. And Romain Grosjean still holding station behind at the moment, but not gaining any ground really on the Hookster, has to be said. So he can still hold on to this 8th position and still try and chase down these Force Indias. But as I said earlier, it looks like they're starting to pull out a little bit of a gap on the Hookster on the 3rd lap of this Grand Prix. Just looking behind us now, once again, Romain Grosjean is still not gaining on us, so we are still doing pretty decently. We're almost out of fuel though, so we're going to turn that down pretty soon, and we'll be down to standard mix, and that will give Romain Grosjean the opportunity, if he's been saving fuel, which I think he probably has done, sitting behind us, and then he will be able to turn his fuel up and try and get past us. So we will see how this... Oh my goodness, as I say that, Romain Grosjean's now right up my chuff. I think he's already turned his engine up already. And let's see if he's going to try, if there's any moves to try and get past us. Of course, it'll be down to start and finish if he really... Oh, look at this, though. Well, look at this. Right up the gearbox. The Hookster's going to have a real problem here, I think, with his teammate in this Season 2 with Romain Grosjean. Of course, he's French, which means he's feisty. Very, very feisty indeed, yes. As we now start lap 4. Lap 4 still holding on for Romain Grosjean. He goes for a move around the outside of us. Is he going to do it? No, he doesn't. The Hookster covers him off there superbly and holds on still to this 8th position on lap 4 now. Lap 4 as we accelerate forward now to lap 6. Lap 6 of the Grand Prix. Hookster still holding on to 8th position. Some cars have now come into the pit, so we're going to gain a few positions, but it's soon time for us to make our pit stop. The tyres are at 33% wear, so they're almost reaching the 40%, which is where the tyres start to wear out. Yes, they wear out at 40%. Up until about 60%, where they are pretty much considered to be no good. You can run them a little bit longer. In fact, you can go up to 70 or 80%, but then the tyres have really lost their sheen and, of course, their durability. Oh, look at this as I'm waffling away. Romain Grosjean once again is going for a move on the Hookster, but he manages to hold him off and hold on at the moment to this 5th position, but of course he's got to still stop as we accelerate forward out to lap 7 of the Grand Prix, still going past the pits, and there's more cars coming. I think there's 3 cars or maybe even 4 cars in the pits there, and the Hookster now goes up into the lead. Yes, up into the lead. Wowzers mid-trousers, and Romain Grosjean's not having any of this though. Look at this, he's trying to steal the lead away from the Hookster. What's more surprising to me is that Romain Grosjean hasn't come into the pits yet. So I don't know what's happening. I hope we don't double stack in the pits, because that won't be very fair on Romain as he desperately tries to get past us. But we're still holding on as we now hit the 40% for the tyres. So the tyres are now going to start to wear as we accelerate forward to lap 8. Lap 8. I think it's going to be time for us to come in for our pit stop. Now, is Romain Grosjean going to come in behind us, or is he going to go past? Well, we're just about to find out, because yes, indeedy, Mr. McGreedy, we come in for our one and only stop. I'm just looking for Grosjean. No, he didn't come in, so that's good. That's good. So he continues on, and we come in at a very slow pace. to get our tyres changed from, of course, the very, very soft tyre, the ultra soft, onto a harder compound, which is the super soft. Thank you, lads. Yes, well done, well done, well done. That was a very fast stop, 2.8 seconds, which is pretty decent in 2017. And I think we're going to rejoin now in, it's 12th at the moment, 12th position. And the cars ahead have actually stopped. Oh my goodness, Palmer's got past, and Felipe Massa as well. So we're down to 14th place now, 14th position. As we accelerate forward down to lap 9. Lap 9. We have managed to catch up to the back of Felipe Massa in the Williams car. We've got some DRS as well, but are we going to go for a move? I don't think we're close enough at the moment, though, as to be said. So still holding on to 14th place. A couple of cars have come in, though, so we've made it up 2 places, just up into 12th. But we have now got to fight if we want to get any World Championship points, because the 2 cars ahead of us have already made their pit stop, already made it. So we have got to really fight like crazy. And luckily on lap 10, it doesn't really matter, because we don't have to fight, because they're fighting with each other. And that gives the Hookster the opportunity he needs just to get up to the backside of Felipe Massa. And maybe, oh, Massa's hit the wall. Massa's hit the wall massively there. That's unbelievable scenes. And the Hookster dives down both of them. Wowzers, mid-trousers, yes. 2 overtakes in 1 corner for the Hookster there, and he gets up into 10th position. Unfortunately, he's had to burn off quite a bit of his fuel, so he's going to turn that down. But the moment he's up into the points, 1 single solitary World Championship point as we accelerate forward now, still on lap 10, and the next target in front of us is Jolly Off Palmer in, of course, the Renault car. Yes, the Renault car. But we cross the line and start lap 11 now. Lap 11, still chasing Jolly Off Palmer. I don't think it's going to be on, to be honest, because we're going to have to turn this fuel down pretty sharpishly, because we are really running low as we accelerate forward at lap 12. Lap 12, 9th position. Oh, there's a car off. Yellow flag, yellow flag. There's a car off, and we're up into 9th place now. 9th position, so that's good. Very good indeed. As we accelerate forward at lap 12. Lap 12, there's another car off. Yeah, more yellow flags. This time it's Raikkonen. It's Kimi Raikkonen. So I think we're going to gain 1 more place. Yes, we have. Up into 8th position now. Fantastic. Well, that's just what we needed. I'm not sure about the fuel, though, as we accelerate forward to lap 14, just going to the last lap of the race. The fuel is looking still dodgy at the moment, so we have to turn it right down to lean for this final stint, and that is, of course, going to give the opportunity for Felipe Massa to try and get past me. It's okay. The fuel has now gone up into the green, so we can turn it back up to the standard, and just got to see if we can defend off Felipe Massa in these final dying seconds of this Grand Prix on Australia. And we accelerate forward down, and there you can see we have reached almost the end of the Grand Prix, and Lewis Hamilton, the blessed one himself, has crossed the line in 1st place, and we are going to finish. If we can just get through these last corners and fend off from Felipe Massa, we're going to finish in 8th place, which is fantastic. Our team objective is only 15th position, so the team are going to be well happy with this, absolutely ecstatic. They will be jumping up and down like crazy people, yes, crazy people, as we're going to cross the line in 8th place. Our first points in our first race for the Haas team car. Fantastic. As we just come around the final corner now, can we fend off Massa? I think we're okay, And yes, we do. Oh yes, he's dropped back a little bit, and we cross the line in 8th position. Wowzers. Wowzers, mid-trousers, as I always like to say every single bloody video. And what I also like to say every single video, even though people are now taking the piss out of it, is it's Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Is your name Sir Lacona? No, it's Mike. And there's the team mechanics congratulating themselves like they always do. And just getting out of the car now is Esteban Ocon, who finished in 5th place in that Force India car. On to the podium we go. There's Lulu. There's little Lulu on the top step. And there's his mechanics. And oh dear, some of his mechanics, those eyes look well creepy. Well creepy indeed. There's Sebastian Vettel in 2nd place. And now it's time for the champagne. I can't do it that long. No, my lungs would give out. So there they go. All Hugsy out on the podium. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. So after 1 round, of course, we're in 8th position with 4 World Championship points. Fantastic. And Roman Grosjean, our teammate, is in 10th with 1 point. Well, he got a point. Well done, Roman. Well done in bloody deed. In the Constructors, we're in 6th position. So our team approval is now shooting up fast. Okay, so before we go to the next Grand Prix, we've got one of those classic races once again. It's in the McLaren from 1998, the all-conquering McLaren. that Mika Häkkinen absolutely walked in 1998, but due in no small part to the fact that Adrian Newey got the regulation changes just right and built an absolute beast of a car. An absolute beast, and it was pretty much unconquerable.
Hey, our upgrade pace is looking solid right now, but I do think we need to push harder if we want to stay competitive. Here's the report.
Oh dear, another season and another same piece of paper that Chris keeps passing to me. So there you go, development looks pretty flat, has to be said at the moment. Pretty flat, but of course we've only just started the season, so it's going to be. So let's have a look now. Now for this season I'm going to change it up because I'm going to use a new engine every single race. And then go back to the first engine again after we completed 4 races. Will it work? Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Hey, looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there. This is good. Gets people talking about you. Just make sure you outperform them, okay?
Cool, this is my favourite part of the video, seeing MZ. Cool, look at that belt, lads. Wouldn't you just like to rip that belt off old MZ? Put her on your bed and anyway, Sergio Perez is our new rival.
We'd like to welcome you from wherever in the world you join us today for this F1 qualifying session here in Shanghai, China.
Okay, so it's time for the Chinese Grand Prix. Awkward. So qualifying at China now, as you can see, we're just about to cross the line. Our delta time is a little bit up. Let's see what time we're going to put in as we cross the line, and it's going to be 7th place at the moment, 2.3 seconds behind the leader. Anyway, a little bit later to qualify, you can see you all, we're down to 13th place. Our team objective is 11th, so we're just outside of that. Are we going to improve? Well, our delta time is up by half a second, I do believe, as we're about to cross the line around the final corner. Are we going to improve on 13th? I think we may. Oh, look at this. I think we may do it. Yes. What do we get? I didn't see it. What do we get? 8th position. Fan-bloody-tastic indeed.
Ever since the Sauber of Felipe Massa passed Jenson Button into turn 1 at the very first Chinese Grand Prix in 2004, Shanghai has consistently provided close racing and extraordinary memories.
So here's the final runners and riders then. First place went to Lulu. Second place for Kimi Räikkönen. Third place went to Valtteri Bottas. 4th position for Daniel Ricciardo. In 5th place it is Romain Grosjean. 6th place for Sergio Perez. 7th position for the Hookster. 7th position. I've lost it now. 7th place. I can't believe it. Fernando Alonso's in 15th place. Oh dear. Oh bloody dear. Bloody dear. And in last place, Max Verstappen. What the hell's going on? What the hell is going on? Someone call the police. Anyway, it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out. The all-seasons clear mode. And we say go, go, go. So look at this. Another rocket ship start from the live of the Hookster. Look at that though. Romain Grosjean was in 6th place. His teammate. This is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, Jesus Christ. Perez almost bins it into turn 1. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers there. That was very, very close indeed. But Hookster's made up into 5th place. He's got past his teammate once again. And there's Valtteri Bottas and Daniel Ricciardo. He's fighting like crazy with both of them. In fact, they're fighting with each other. That's going to give the Hookster the opportunity that he needs to try and get past them. He's going to do a dive. We just know he's going to do a dive. Yes, past 2 cars in one. Once again, it's Hookster's speciality move. He just literally sends it right in, brakes as hard as he can because he can outbrake pretty much any other driver in the field. Just any other driver in the field. And he gets up into 3rd position now. 3rd position. Still, he's banding like crazy though. Look at this with Daniel Ricciardo. There's contact. In fact, 2 bits of contact there, but still holding on to this 3rd place on the first lap of this Grand Prix against Daniel Ricciardo, of course, in the Red Bull. Yes, the Red Bull. Now, of course, there was a little bit of towing the line in the Toro Rosso between the Red Bull and us, but of course now in the Haas there is no towing the line, so all the Red Bulls can just bloody well stay behind me. Yes, stay behind me as we hold on to this 3rd place. Well, this could be absolutely fantastic if we can hold on to 3rd in this championship, only in Season 2, Round 2. Wowzers. Anyway, going down the long straight, you can see we've got Daniel Ricciardo, and I think that's Valtteri Bottas. Yes, it is Bottas trying to get past us as well, but we are still holding on. Now look at the fuel. Look how much fuel they put in the car. 5.4. Wowzers. That's a lot of fuel, lads. A lot of fuel. So we are doing really well as Lewis Hamilton crosses the line and gets the fastest lap, of course, because he's in the lead of this Grand Prix. Lap 2 now. Lap 2. Kimi Raikkonen is the car. Oh, it goes wide though. Hookster goes wide. And Daniel Ricciardo uses the opportunity to try and get past. Wowzers. Straight to the inside. More contact between us. I don't think there's any damage. Look at this. There's so much wheel banging going on between us and Daniel Ricciardo. And I think he's still there around the outside or around the inside, I should say. Wowzers. But we still hold on to this third position. But this is going to get very, very dicey. Of course, the Haas is nowhere near the performance levels of the Red Bull. So it is just Hookster's pure guile, pure grit and pure determination to make sure, well, and the fact that he just doesn't let anything go past him, to make sure that he holds on to this third position on lap 2 of this Grand Prix, the gorgeous Chinese circuit. Yes, it's a great circuit, has to be said. That turn 1 where you just go to the right for ages is absolutely awesome. It really is. One of the better circuits on the Formula 1 calendar, it has to be said. So, we go through this complicated chicane here, and you have to sort of come off the throttle and come back on again, otherwise you drift too wide and you can't get the ultimate speed that you need to go down this very, very long straight. And it looks like Valtteri Bottas has got past Daniel Ricciardo and he's got the speed that he needed to try and get past us. He's diving down the inside of us. Look at this. But are we going to be able to hold on? I think we do. Yes. Cut off his nose. And Daniel Ricciardo gets a little bit of a tap there, I do believe, from Valtteri Bottas to keep him in line, and he's still in 4th position at the moment, and we're still in 3rd as we cross the line to start lap 3 now. Lap 3 still holding on to this 3rd position as a DRS has now been enabled. Now, of course, this is the opportunity that they're going to use to try and sneak around the outside, but no, the Hookster's got them all covered off. He's going to go to the inside line, and look at this. Yes, Valtteri Bottas had no answer there to try and get past Hookster, so he's still in 4th position. Kimi Raikkonen still in 2nd place and pulling out a little bit of a gap now, as you can see from the mini-map. In fact, a huge gap between us and Kimi Raikkonen, because we are basically having to defend against the cars behind. It is, of course, Valtteri Bottas. We had to kick up a little bit of the gravel there to try and hold on to this 3rd position, but Valtteri Bottas is all over us, all over our rear back passage. Oh, it's just unbelievable. It really is. He needs to leave us alone or maybe get some Vaseline, whichever's, more suitable. Ah, Jesus. So, we continue on as we go underneath the DHL sign. Yes, DHL. So much better than Yodel, because they don't nick all your PS5s before they deliver them to you. Yes. Bastards. I mean, who would nick a PS5? Who would, But, unfortunately, it has been a problem because they don't put it in plain packaging, so you can clearly see what it is on the outside of the box. Well done, Sony. Well done. Another cock-up for your new console. Anyway, as you can see, back to the race now. Back to the race. Valtteri Bottas is now going down the inside of us. Going down the inside. Oh, dodgy. Contact. Oh, and Valtteri Bottas has had to slow down. I think he hit Daniel Ricciardo as well. And he has lost a huge amount of positions. We've got yellow flags. Now we've got green flags. But the Hookster hold on to 3rd place. But Daniel Ricciardo is now the car behind us in 4th position. Wells, as he tried for a move there, but it didn't quite manage to pull off for Valtteri Bottas as we accelerate forward on lap 5. Still hold on to 3rd place, but I think Daniel Ricciardo's going to sneak round the inside of us. Yes, he does. Little bit of contact. The hands go up. But look at this. Can the Hookster manage to... Oh, there's more wheel banging. Look. This is unbelievable from the Hookster. The Hookster just doesn't give any fucks whatsoever. No fucks are given by the Hookster. And I think he's going to try and do a switchback manoeuvre on Daniel Ricciardo here. Brake very, very late and dive down the inside, does he? Yes, he does. And around he goes as we have just reached the 40% wear rate for the tyres, which means it's soon time to come in for our one and only stop as we accelerate forward at lap 5. There's a car just coming to the pit, as you can see, so we're going to make it now up into 2nd place. Kimi Raikkonen is still out in the lead at the moment, but of course he'll be coming in pretty sharpishly. We accelerate forward out of lap 6. And now Kimi Raikkonen's coming, but the Hookster decides to come in early as well. He doesn't want to get held up by any traffic. So in for his pit stop. From 3rd position, we've got a Force India coming as well. Let's see how fast the lads are going to put these tyres on. We're going to go onto the yellow sidewall tyre, I do believe, which is the harder tyre for this Grand Prix. Thank you, lads. Yes. Oh, it's going to... Come on. Yes. No problem for the lads there. The Force India comes out behind us, but we managed to get out in front of him. And we're going to rejoin at the moment in 7th position, I do believe. No, 8th place. Other cars gone past. 8th position for Hookster. as he comes around this turn 1 now, which seems to go on forever and a day. Ever and a day it does. And we rejoin in 8th position. We've got Pascal Vellon in front of us as we accelerate forward at lap 7. Well, fortunately, the Sauber's not a very fast car, so we have managed to catch up to the back of Pascal Vellon. He is, of course, still on old tyres as well, so he's going to come into the pits, but it's going to be pretty easy for the Hookster to just sweep past Pascal Vellon. Thank you very much, sir, as we cut back in again and get up into 7th position now. Yes, 7th position. So, just going past the pits any moment now. Are we going to gain any more positions than that? Stoffel Van Doon, I think, is going to... Oh, yes, there's more cars come in. Lots of cars have come in now. So Hookster is going to get back... Are we going to get back into this 3rd place, lads? Are we going to get back into the 3rd place? 6th position? Any thought? Yes, 4th? 3rd? Where's 3rd? No. Yes, there's it is. 3rd position for the Hookster. Back onto our podium that we had from earlier. That was a fantastic pit stop, and we timed it just perfectly, and we're back into 3rd place as we accelerate forward at lap 9. Oh, Hookster's got very, very wide though. Daniel Ricciardo once again, but look at this. Hookster hugs tight to that inside line, and there's core contact with Daniel Ricciardo. No, this is going to get very, very dicey indeed, and he gets past again. It's okay. The Hookster's got him. He's going to brake very, very late to this next corner once again and take the position back. There he goes, late braking from the Hookster. Wow, look at all the scuff marks on the side of his side pod on the Hookster's car there, his Husk car. Wowzers. That car has certainly been in the wars as we accelerate forward as lap 9. Lap 9. Still in 3rd place at the moment, but Daniel Ricciardo has got more ideas about stealing this 3rd position away from us. He's now going to the outside. In fact, the Hookster let him drift off to the outside so he can actually get the tighter inside line to fend off for Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, and Daniel Ricciardo outbraked himself horribly there. Look at that. And the Ferrari almost got past there. Wowzers. But he's still holding on to 3rd place as we're about to start the next lap of this Grand Prix. And the next lap is lap 12. Unfortunately, nothing else has happened at the moment apart from the fact that now Daniel Ricciardo has got up to our backside. And let's see if he's going to go for a move. Let's see if he can. He's going to have DRS, of course. Look at that beautiful rear wing on that Husk car. Look at it. It looks like an aeroplane, doesn't it? Looks like an aeroplane. Anyway, round the outside he goes, but the Hookster's going to have this tighter inside line to fend him off. And it was pretty easy there, in fact, and he holds on to this 3rd position on lap 12 of this Grand Prix. Yes, Grand Prix, as we accelerate forward now to lap 13. Just about to start the last lap of the race, and it looks like the Hookster in the Husk car, yes, is going to finish on the podium in only his second race. This is going to be great, absolutely great to see. If we can just fend off from now, it's Sebastian Vettel. He's got past. Wowzers, as we accelerate forward now, just some last dying seconds of this Grand Prix. Kimi Raikkonen has crossed the line and won the Grand Prix, and we've just got to fend off now Sebastian Vettel. But can we? Well, I think actually we can. He's a little bit too far back. He's got DRS on us though, but it's not close enough. He is not close enough because we're going to have this inside tighter line. Oh, a little bit wide drifting for Hookster. No, he's okay. Got him covered off superbly. And we are going to cross the line and get 3rd place up on the podium once again for Hookster as we come around the final corner and cross the line. Yes, get in there. Get in indeed. Wowzers me trousers. That has to be a perfect finish. I told you all the Husk jokes were going to come out, didn't I? And there's your first one. There you go. There was Fabrizio Spaghettatorio, and there's Kimi Raikkonen up there on the top step, and there's his team mechanics. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. And there's Sebastian Vettel, who finished just behind Hookster in 4th position. Up onto the podium. There he is, everyone. There he is. There's the Hookster. So sprightly. 39 years old, and he's still getting podiums. How much longer can this go on for? How much longer? Well, basically until we finish all the F1 games. Yes, which could be any time between now and 2052. Yes, 2052. Oh God. Let's hope not. Let's please hope not. Oh. I'll be about 32 by then. Anyway, as you can see, after 2 rounds, we've now got 19 points and we're in 4th position. Roman Grosjean in 9th place, now with 9 World Championship points. So that has to be a great start to the season. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. And as always, there will, of course, be more later.